Well, back here at AT&T Park, we're with Buster Posey, who is kind enough to visit us for an inning. And Buster, welcome.
Thanks, guys.
We don't like having you under these circumstances, but that's just the way it is, and we're happy that you stopped by. Now, for many Giants fans, this is the first time they may have seen you since the injury or may have heard from you since the injury, and the obvious first question is how are you doing?
Great, doing great. I think the rehab process is coming along really smooth, and still got 4 or 5 weeks before I can put any pressure on the ankle, but I think everybody's happy right now.
This is Chris Denorfia as he takes a breaking ball for a strike, and I know Mike probably wants to join in. Mike?
Well, I want to know how your wife Kristen is doing as she's expecting twins in August.
She's doing well. The poor girl got the raw end of the deal on this one because obviously this is our first go around with having babies, and I'm supposed to be the one taking care of her right now, and it's kind of been opposite, but we're getting close, so we're getting excited.
Well, your time's coming. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You'll pay your dues.
It was interesting. I was talking to you yesterday and how your priorities change over one play, and you were saying, I want to be able to kind of get back on my feet before the babies arrive.
Absolutely.
That's important.
Definitely. I think I'm going to have a good shot at it. Hopefully they come when they're supposed to come. We'll keep our fingers crossed, but our training staff's doing a great job of working hard with me every day. Dave Greshner.
This is poked into right field. Nate Scherltz will cut it off, and the throw to second, and it's not in time. Denorfia took a gamble, and it paid off. I thought Nate had a great shot at getting him.
Yeah, he threw a strike, and Denorfia, who has excellent speed, just did get underneath the tag of Brandon Crawford. But nice opposite field 2-strike hitting from Denorfia, and here's the mechanics from Nate Scherltz, who has such a quick setup, accurate arm. And there you see the second hop came up, allowed a little window of entry there for Denorfia, and he took advantage of it.
Here's Jason Bartlett. We're with Buster Posey, and I know, Buster, it's probably hard watching a lot of these games, but maybe even from the standpoint of you being a catcher and you see the entire field when you're catching, I'm wondering if you watch it basically the same way when you're watching it on television.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a different angle you're seeing on TV coming in from center field, but I mean, really sitting in the dugout opposed to watching it on television, you get the better angles on television. Right. You get to see where the pitches are, the movement. You get to see swings better. So, you can learn a lot from watching games.
1 ball and 1 strike to Bartlett, who will try to get Denorfia in or get him over.
Buster, you just saw the Get Well Buster sign. Has the fan response been overwhelming with the amount of support you've gotten?
I mean, it has, but these fans from what we saw from them last year, I don't want to say you expect it because that sounds ungrateful, but they're the best. They're so passionate, and it's just amazing to me how long they hang in. We go on the road and we see teams get down a couple of runs. You see fans start filing out, but here they're with you till the last out.
Hit on the ground to Tejada. This will put Denorfia at third. So a good at bat for Bartlett. 1 out.
Indeed, just like Brandon Crawford's at bat the first inning, get that runner over, a productive out.
But like I was saying, they're here to the last out, and that means a lot to us as players. And the energy they bring every day. I think if you were able to come out to some games last year, you definitely felt it.
Infield will come in to face Chase Headley. Headley singled and scored in the first inning. And a breaking ball, 1 ball and no strikes.
I got a question for you guys. When you're watching the game, when the pitch is thrown, are you looking on the field or are you looking at the camera to see what the pitch is?
That's a good question. You mean one of the
monitors? Right, the monitor.
Well, I watch the field, and I rarely take my eyes off the field. I think to answer for Mike does both.
Well, when the pitch is coming, I'm always watching the monitor. So we're getting 2 different perspectives. He's looking towards the field. I'm looking towards the monitor. And then, of course, once the ball gets put in play, I follow the ball. But there are times when a ball gets hit back up this way, a foul ball, and in some ballparks on the road where you're close.
Right.
Scherholtz is going to track this down. This should score Denorfia. And it will, and it's back to a 2-run lead for the Padres.
So there have been times when I've been watching the monitor and there's a foul ball hit. I'll look up and I don't see it. And it just whizzes right by you. Yeah. And I would expect my partner to protect me, but it just doesn't happen.
John watches the monitor a lot when he does TV and radio.
Well, I mean, like I was saying, from the dugout, I would think from this angle too, it's hard a lot of times to see, exactly what pitch it is.
Well, I'm not always correct. Like I knew that was probably a fastball because I'll look up there.
Right. But with Bumgarner with his cutter, sometimes it's 89, 90.
Yep,
so
exactly.
It's tough to tell.
Who's the hardest guy on the Giants staff to catch?
Hardest guy. Depends on the night. Depends on the night. Depends on if guys got their A game or not. Probably the one that I had to adjust to the most was Timmy, just because his stuff is so different. A lot of deception, a lot of moving parts, and I mean, you see what he does to other teams. So it's hard to hit, and sometimes it's a little difficult to catch. Sometimes.
Well, I mean, some guys are easy to catch in that same spot in your glove, so you can pocket a lot of their stuff. But his stuff is all over. It's not easy to sweet spot it.
Exactly.
Buster, what do you miss most about not playing?
Playing, the competition. You guys know you played. I mean, when we're pretty lucky to get to step in that box or step on the mound and compete at the highest level.
Bumgarner with a swing and a miss. Yeah, you enjoy watching the games?
I do.
Does it wear you out?
No, I love it. I mean, I've loved the game for so long and watched it as a kid. I enjoy watching it.
When you see a guy struggle and you're not able to talk to him, like, Andres Torres went through a tough period. I bet it wears on you, doesn't it? I mean, here's a friend, and guys getting, like the night Bumgarner got knocked around in the first inning. I bet it wears on you.
It does. I mean, these guys are your family. You're with them from February all the way until November 1st last year. And, you're always pulling for each other so hard. And everybody knows how good a guy Andres Torres is and how hard he works and where he came from. And he's an easy guy to pull for. And I think he'll be fine. It's just a matter of going up and letting his ability take over.
Will you be making a road trip before the season's over?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think it's still, kind of play it by ear a little bit. Yeah, we'll see where we are in a month and a half.
You might be ready for a road trip.
Well, no, definitely not. My wife's listening right now, so.
I know. You would never do that.
No, I don't need a road trip.
Here's Crawford. You guys drafted the same year.
I know it. I remember playing with him in the Cape. Came in going into our junior year. He was a very, very highly sought after shortstop, and you can see why with how good a defensive player is, and just watching his swing, he's going to hit. Yeah. Just a matter of getting comfortable, and it looks like, I've heard you guys say you can tell he's having better at bats, more confidence now.
Yep.
And, that's more than half the battle.
He bounced out in the first inning. Yeah, you did text him after his grand slam, didn't you?
I did. I was pumped up. I mean, that was obviously a crucial part of the game, but to get your first career homer like that, that's, what was it, 6 guys in MLB history?
I think so, yeah.
First game grand slam or something like that. That's pretty elite company.
The 2-1 to Crawford, swinging a foul. He takes a pretty good rip.
Yeah, he does. He's got power. I mean, he's a big guy. He's 6'2", 210, 12 pounds. And that's a big shortstop.
Yeah. Terrific hands and good feet.
Right on that one.
Yeah, good balance for that swing.
2-2 to Brendan Crawford. Breaking ball, that'll end the inning. Buster, thanks.
All right, guys, thank you.
Buster Posey stopping by. It's a 3-1 lead for San Diego.